May 29th, 2023. How's it going, guys? I got another video for you. And what are we going to talk about? Well, I had some good questions last night. And I'm going to talk about something that pertained to one of them. And we're going to talk about energy, the prana, the biokinetic, the chi or chai energy. We're going to talk about a symbol. We're going to talk about a symbol here. And we're going to talk about DNA. And we're going to talk about the chosen children here on this planet too. So let's just start out first. I want to tell a quick little story. Friday, my battery is dead in my car. So I checked it with my analyzer, and it showed that it was a bad battery, but I took it to Walmart, and they got to now run tests on them and everything else, and I had to sit there for an hour. So I actually talked to a couple people. I was sitting there waiting, because it can take up to 2 hours to get your battery tested now at Walmart. Did you guys know that? Be prepared. And be scared. Be prepared. But some of the people going through there, I actually seen a biker, pretty nice guy. I talked to him. Actually had a Sturgis shirt on. He was with a younger gal too. He looked like he was about maybe, 60 years old. She looked like she was about 40, 45. But and then there was another lady we're going to talk about, because she was throwing out some energy, and it wasn't good energy, and it was kind of mushy too. We're going to talk about that in a second. But like I say, we'll get there here. So we sat there for an hour, and then they said the battery was okay. So I had to take it back. So I still got my doubt on this. I think there could be something else, maybe a dead cell going on in this thing. Anyway, there was let's talk about DNA for just a quick minute, and we'll talk about this biokinetic energy and the Reiki energy and stuff. Now, some people can move it around a lot better than others, and that has to do with DNA. It just, no way around it. Some of us are more gifted. Some of us have more certain things in us than others. And there's some people don't. A lot of people don't like to hear that either. But and then the other ones use it for bad things too, which isn't good. So let's go from there. So, who has the ability and the energies the best? Who is more in tuned with nature and all the rest and everything? Now, I'm empathic, I am psychic, and I can sense and feel everything. And who would probably be rated at the top when it comes, not top in the sense of like top, but say in the sense of can actually feel and sense the energy good? I would say it's probably African Americans in that sense. But they also have their downside too on that. Now, Latinos, I don't feel very much energy from. And this brings it to another deal too. I have to kind of skip around here because, like I say, you guys know that I went to a lot of different places, a lot of different groups. There's witchcraft, there's all different other kinds of groups out there. Not good. But used to go down to Isle Capri, and another couple, a lot of there's voodoo, witchcraft, Church of the Resurrection, Unity. There's even some military people down there that was working for the government, doing like your telepath and other stuff. Remote viewing, different things like that. So, getting on with this, there was like I said, I've never really sensed energy off them that much. Now, there was a lady that I think she was I know she was in Reiki, because people would go up there to her and stuff. She was Latino. She looked just like Paula Abdul, too. She could have passed for almost her twin. But I think she was probably, like I said, I think she was probably in Unity's group. Because they work that energy a lot. like I say. But getting on with this, why I bring this up is when I was at Walmart, okay, there was somebody that was throwing energy out at me, not good energy. But my energy, I keep really high. I keep it clean. That's why I use that selenite, guys. They don't like that selenite. That selenite will disperse any energy. It's bad. You can hold on to that. And then also, if you question of having any kind of entities or anything in you or possession, if you can hold on to that selenite, wear it. I doubt if it's in you, because they'll crawl out of you. But anyway, getting on with this. So this lady, she threw it out at me. It felt mushy, and I thought, well, I wonder why it felt, because a lot of times if they practice a lot, they have to practice a lot. Sometimes they can actually, it feels like a bee sting, or you can feel pressure from the being thrown out. Well, she was up there, and it looked like like I say, she was at the counter and stuff, and it looked like she was doing drugs, because looked like she had a track of deals with bruises here on her arm, underneath her arm, where she looked like she had been shooting up and stuff. Now the other people sitting around us, they seen it too. They could see her arm on her left arm and stuff. Didn't look good. But getting on to this with this energy, okay, it just proves another point. One thing, drugs pulls the energy down. So if you want to smoke your weed and you want to do all the other stuff, you ain't going to have good high energy. It don't matter. And like Arts talks, it leaves you more susceptible for other entities to enter into your body too. Well, some of them want that. Some of them do want that. So I don't know, but not affiliated with any other YouTube channel. We'll be talking about Arts today, and I will be talking about a suspicious observer, because where we're going to go from there is we're going to talk about a symbol, a pinnacle. Now, I got a tattoo, a pinnacle tattoo. I got one tattoo. I heard you, he's only got one tattoo. You only have to have one. You don't have to have 100. Well, you can have 100 if you want one. But this doesn't stand for witchcraft to me. This actually, like I say, starseed out there in the universe. Arts made a comment a few days back about something too, about starseeds compared to other people that claim to be Pleiadians and stuff. Pleiadians are a lot younger group. The starseeds and the other ones that are further out there are a lot older, reincarnated a lot more. But getting on with that, the pinnacle is going to take us over towards suspicious observers area in a second. So I did some more research, and you get into this and you look at, the witchcraft's always into the Sumerians. Well, all this came from the stars. All of us come from the stars, no matter what. Some maybe a lot further back than others. But getting on with this, I get looking at this, and then there's something on a timeline that don't match to a disaster deal that I look at this. A couple days back, Suspicious Observer did a deal about what they call the Noah event. Now they call it the China event, 6,000 years ago. And they know this event took place. That's not in question. What got to me was it has to do with the pinnacle. Now I think the pinnacle dates back to the Sumerians, like, I don't know, is it 25 or 3,500 years ago? I have to go back and look, but I think it's around that. But China, it's Liangzhu. I think it's Liangzhu, China. This dates back 5,000 years ago to this symbol. And this symbol was tied to a group of highly advanced social group. And it was around a lake, believe it or not. Well, what I found interesting about this was, and this is what brought up Suspicious Observers deal, was it said that their belief was flourishing in 2500 BC, okay? But where they were located at this lake at 2300 BC, pretty much their whole species or race itself disappeared. Now, why was this? Well, this was because of, like, they believe, like, flooding, maybe monsoon rains. They don't know exactly for sure, but that's their best guess. So where does that put this? Okay, now I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll have to back up because the last time when I did this, I didn't get it in the screen. But, okay. It said that China over here flourished 2500 BC. Now, they had taken over a whole lot of areas, their beliefs had. But where they originated from this lake here, 2300 BC, there was a major disaster, major event that took place here. So, if you do the math, that would be 4,323 years ago. 4,323 years ago. So, what happened at that time period? I'd like to see what Suspicious Observer would say about that. 4,323 years ago. Because it just sounded like pretty much they got wiped off the map. And since all their people got wiped off the map, after they had basically expanded out, like I said, their beliefs flourished till about 2,500 is what it said. But then it probably, nobody backing it and controlling it, then it just kind of went its way, I guess. I don't know. Interesting stuff, though, guys. There's always more questions. Isn't stuff interesting how things all tie together? I mean, that's what's interesting about this planet in itself. It's just a shame that people don't use their brains more for learning and growing. I can't remember what did they say in Star Trek? It's what did Kirk say? He said, well, they got rid of money and everything. They didn't have all that stuff anymore, but basically, it was to better themselves, to learn, to grow on this planet. And we got a long way to go, guys. Anyway, have a good one and keep your eyes open, guys.